I don't know what. Uh, so currently nobody's watching. I hope people do watch it sometime later. I am Annewsha Chakraborty. I am a junior research fellow at the Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru, and being a researcher, I am used to high pressure environments. But today, an Uber driver put me through uh, some situation, some harassment, verbal abuse, and right before an important examination. I hope nobody. I am making this video to uh, draw the attention of the higher authorities of Uber India, so that nobody ever has to face this again. So let me tell you all the incident. So I booked the Uber from my location to my examination center, and according to the Uber driver, my fault was that he had to wait for 7 minutes. Now, so let me tell you the hook of the incident. From the beginning of the journey, he was snail slow. He was consistently driving at less than 55 kilometer per hour, and I politely asked him 2 times to speed up as I was getting tense for my exam. He snapped at me and he was rude, aggressive, and essentially told me he didn't care about my schedule. So I didn't misbehave, and also I was not in a situation to misbehave since I was already overwhelmed for my examination. I was panicking, and although I reached on time, but since he was driving so slow, and the examination center was a little far away, so I didn't misbehave, nothing. I paid my fare and I just got out and started looking at the seating matrix at the examination center. But he didn't leave. He followed me to the entrance of the examination center, where the seating matrix etc. were provided. He started screaming at me that I had slammed his door and broke his glass. So I asked him to show me the damage. He couldn't, because there wasn't actually any damage. And when he realized he couldn't prove it, he shifted to verbal abuse. He literally said that तुम्हारे बाप का नहीं है ये कार, and he was hurling abuses and behaving so aggressively that I felt physically unsafe. Uh, if it wasn't for a kind uncle who stepped in, uh, presumably he was the guardian of some candidate who had come to take the examination, uh, and also two other male candidates uh, dropped in to help. They also repeated the same question that, sir, they were also very polite, that, sir, your hurling abuses are stating that she has caused damage to the car. Can you show it? At that time, he turned away and he moved to his car. He left after that. But the way he was looking at me, it's like I cannot explain that feeling actually. So but what happened is, just imagine the mental state of a student who is trying to solve complex questions after being harassed like that. Because after this incident, and this happened all just 30 minutes before the starting of my examination, and when I entered the examination hall, I my hands were trembling. I was in tears. And I don't know Uber, and also a message to Uber. I am also writing an official complaint to the grievance officer of Uber, because I didn't find any other way to report this via the app. I tried to, but I didn't find any way to report this via the app. That's why I am writing an email to the grievance officer who uh, and that has to be done during the work days and the work hours. So I cannot do it before Monday, so I'll have to wait till Monday. And if any of you know how to complain it via the app, please let me know. And Uber doesn't have any proper category to for the driver harassing after the ride. So I am demanding a formal apology from this driver and from Uber India to and I request Uber India to take some strict action against this type of drivers. So nobody should have their mental health and their career's hard work jeopardized by an aggressive driver. I uh, maybe uh, I'm describing the situation very normally, but I just cannot explain how I was feeling when I was walking into the examination hall, and also when I was trying to solve the questions. I was trying to focus on the questions, but my my entire uh, my entire focus was I was unable to focus completely on the examination. My focus was continuously going on, and also because the abuses which he hurled at me, those and they were involving my parents. They was like baap ka kaarne hai. I don't know how a person of that age, he was quite old by the way, how a person of that age, I was almost near to the age of his daughter, how I don't know how he was hurling abuses at me, and that too when he knew that I was going to write an examination. And most importantly, I did not, from my end there wasn't any rude behavior, or I did not abuse him. I don't know that if a person who is going to write an exam did not abuse you, how can you abuse that person? I am not sure. And like, people have lost basic empathy also. This shows because we generally, a person who is close to the age of my father, he was not even 1% considerate or empathetic towards me, that okay, she's going to write an exam. And also I did not do anything, just because I just pointed. He was like, I did not say that you don't know how to drive a car or anything. I did not say anything. I was just, can you please speed up a little? This was all what I said. But he was like, huh, you will teach me how to drive a car? I do not know how to drive a car. You're saying I do not know how to drive a car. I never said that you do not know how to drive a car. I was just, uncle, can you please speed up a bit? So this is what it is. I hope nobody have their and especially, and also I was going to write, I was alone. I was not accompanied by any friend or anyone or any elder or anyone. I just hope that before, like, a person while going to write an examination, before that their mental health is not compromised by the unprofessionalism of these kind of drivers. This is all what I wanted to say. Also, I'll take this up, I'll move this forward with the through proper channels to Uber India, and let's see where it goes. Yeah, well, thank you to whoever joined.